Serious fashion aficionados in this town watch the London, Paris, and New York runways to see the latest trends. But this week, they had the opportunity to see what's making hemlines from closer to home. Toronto Fashion Week closes its wardrobes today, but throughout the week, designers from across Canada have shown their wares. Bernadette Morra had a front row seat for many of these shows. She is the editor-in-chief of Fashion Magazine and joins me in studio. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Thanks for coming in.
Those shows are happening right across the street. You've got to come by.
And how has it been?
It's been fantastic. This is the first season since IMG has purchased the shows. Now, they've been involved in producing the shows for the last few seasons, but this is the first season that since they've purchased the shows from the Fashion Design Council of Canada. And we already are seeing a difference. They've brought in, the shows feel Americanized and in the best way, in the sense that it feels there's more of a buzz, there's more of an energy, and I think that comes from the increase in sponsorships. Mm-hmm. As soon as you enter the tent, you are there's nail polish coming at you. There's Maybelline products coming at you. There's all of these sponsors who have booths there who are just trying to, get your attention and that's fine. I mean, they're there ultimately to, create a good, solid business for Toronto Fashion Week.
How does having that increased corporate sponsorship actually affect the designers?
Well, if there's more eyeballs looking at Fashion Week through the sponsorships, for example, Maybelline is there. They're taking pictures of guests. They're allowing the guests to post the pictures on Facebook or tweet right there from the shows. They have iPads set up and link. The photos go right into the iPads, and off they go out into the blogosphere and the social media world. And so that just creates more awareness that Toronto Fashion Week is happening. And by the way, it's renamed World MasterCard Fashion Week because of the title sponsor, MasterCard. And, again, this is as long as it benefits Canadian designers, I think that's a good thing. And
which one impressed you the most out of all the Canadian designers and their collections?
Interestingly, two at opposite ends of the spectrum. Joe Fresh. We know Joe as absolute genius at taking the latest runway trends and making them affordable for everybody. And his show the other night, Tuesday night, I believe, just knocked it right out of the park. It was a 10 out of 10. He had gold foil jeans. He had perforated silver leather dresses that looked like little leather doilies all pieced together. Mm-hmm. And he had graphic black and white stripes that were, and op art prints inspired by Bridget Riley, an artist from the 1960s. And we know that it's all going to be rock bottom prices. And also Pat Cleveland modeled in the show, the 70s iconic model who's into her 60s now. She opened and closed the show. So the show itself had a great, great energy.
And then on the other side of the spectrum?
On the other side, two guys, young guys from Montreal who are working under the label Pavoni. They're already carried at Holt Renfrew. They've been worn by Katy Perry, Celine Dion. They're sold in Dubai and all over the Middle East. These guys are doing gowns that belong on the Oscar red carpet. They sell for thousands of dollars, but they look like they are right off of the Paris runways. Explosions of ruffles and incredible sequin work worked in with chiffon.
So they can make a splash at the show this week, but how do they translate that into more success internationally?
Well, international, first of all, there are fashion weeks happening all over the world now. The big ones, the internationally relevant ones, are Milan, London, Paris, New York. IMG has fashion weeks in Miami, Berlin, Mumbai, South America. So those are all regional fashion weeks. So they are more for their own little markets, bringing eyeballs to their own little markets and creating awareness amongst their own regions.
Do you think Canadian designers have awareness, name recognition?
Across Canada? I think it depends on the designer, and it's as you know, it's all about promotion. Most Canadian designers don't have money for advertising, so it's coming to fashion weeks and doing promotion, getting their name out this way that really is what's going to help them.
Yeah,
ultimately.
they can get the attention for sure. Thank you very much for joining
welcome.
us. Bernadette Morra is the editor-in-chief of Fashion Magazine.